I came to this university 20 years ago from another university that I won't name. The single biggest difference in my day-to-day life was the quality and the attitude of the support staff. Constantly eager to help, constantly positive. It's a hugely important facet of this university. So thank all of you. But come to the subject of the moment, Elisa Kilbourne. I've only known Elisa for 3 years, during which time she's been the administrative assistant in the philosophy department. I actually hired her in a year when I was acting chair, and I'm strongly inclined to think that it's the best thing I've ever done at the university. Elisa came into an impossible situation. The Department of Philosophy is large. We have 33 or 34 faculty members, 70 graduate students, proportional number of undergraduates. It's a big operation, and we have had standardly 4 staff members. Well, shortly after I became acting chair for that year, 3 of the staff members left. Now, it wasn't because, I hope it wasn't because I was a ferocious boss. They each went to, for each of them it was a positive move, but we were suddenly left with virtually no institutional memory. It was a dreadful situation. And that's when, but she came in, she sized up the situation, and she set about getting things back on the rails. And she did it with great devotion, great determination, and an irrepressible sense of good humor. So much so that she was called recently in a report that was done on the department and its life, the backbone of the department. And I think everybody who read the report seconded that sentiment. Let me just say that when our department chair, Samantha Brennan, had the idea a few months ago of nominating Elisa for this award, she asked a few people to write letters in support of the nomination. Everybody was very willing to do that. And then she thought, oh, well, maybe I'll ask for a letter from the students as well. So she approached the student leaders, and they said, well, we could do that, but as a matter of fact, we've already nominated her off our own bat. And if there couldn't, I think there couldn't be a better mark of Elisa's success. Her devotion, her determination, her imagination in finding new ways, better ways of doing things, and her indomitable good humor. Elisa, congratulations.
Well, I've been told I don't have to say anything, and as much as I'd like to exercise that right, I don't think I can let this go by without the opportunity to thank a few folks. John, as always, you're so eloquent with everything that you say, and it really was quite an interesting, when we were at lunch, he was talking about hiring and during the interview and stuff. It was so much fun. But in amongst all of this, John, Samantha had come to my office, I guess it would be about 6 weeks ago, and she had this look on her face. I just wasn't quite able to determine what it was that she was contemplating here. And so she came in, she was like, I got something to say to you, and she closed the door behind her. I thought, oh Lord, what have I done wrong? And then she kind of looked at me and she had this smile on her face, and that's when she proceeded to tell me about the nomination and that the nomination had selected me as the recipient. And honestly, it was such a shock and just such an incredible honor. And with that, I'd like to thank several folks who contributed to the nomination package. And obviously that's Professor Samantha Brennan, John Thorpe, and I believe I saw Henrik Lagerlund come in. And then I believe I saw Delma Marino come in as well. She worked with the department, helped us through a tough time when we were moving. And then there were several graduate students, Katie Fulfer-Smith, Amy Woost, and Valerie Racine, which I also understand there were some other folks that contributed to that. So I'm very, very grateful and sincerely appreciate everything that you put together. And like Kimmy, I had so many people come to me when things came up on the website and the newspaper, and so many phone calls and so many emails and support that I received, and all I could think about is what an incredible honor and how humbling it is to be selected. And hopefully they'll have the slides showing later with all the names of the folks that were nominated this year. And when you look back at all the people that have won it over the years, it's really quite amazing to be in that category of folks. And I see Meredith shaking her head, and she's very much in the same feeling. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here today. To my nominators, thank you so much. And to the recipients, congratulations. This really is a showstopper in our career. So thank you very much.